your love life? Well, then this is the show for you. Friends for Love, the game show where your friends do the talking. Each contestant has their friends with them to answer the questions, then the contestant has a chance to speak her mind. But don't say too much, since you only have 3 words to say, so choose them carefully. Now, of course, there has to be a prize with this. The bachelor gets to pick one, and then they go on a wonderful date to a local burger shack that we provide for them. Now, let's look over at the bachelor today. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I really enjoy baseball. I'm outgoing, like to have a good time.
There we go. That says enough for that. Now, are you ready to see these wonderful contestants?
Yes, I am.
Well, that's the joke. You can't see them. You can only hear their friends. Okay, now we're going to go into some of the questions now, okay? Now, we have 3 contestants here, right? Their friends will do the talking by answering these following questions, right? And then we're going to go back to you, and we're going to see what you think about it. You ready for that?
I'm ready.
Okay. Now, let's go into the first question. Describe the contestant in a song lyric. Contestant number 1.
Hot and dangerous.
And the contestant's rebuttal to that?
I like it.
Contestant number 2.
The party don't start till I walk in.
And contestant number 2's rebuttal.
Very true.
Very true, very true. Contestant number 3?
Bootylicious.
Bootylicious. I think that sells that one. Contestant number 3, your rebuttal.
Sounds about right.
Sounds about right. Those are some. Well, I can't say anything. What do you think about this?
I like contestant 3's answer the best.
Contestant 3's answer. Do you like how the contestant also agreed with Bootylicious?
Of course.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think that round was good on Bootylicious contestant number 3. Okay. Now we go on to the next one. This one needs a little more description by the friends. Contestants, if their life was a movie, which movie would it be? Contestant number 1, which movie would your contestant be?
My contestant would be The Little Mermaid because she loves to swim.
She loves to swim. Okay, so now we're learning a little something about these people. This is good, this is good. And the contestant's rebuttal.
Not really.
Not really? Oh, she even said that in 2 words, so I don't know. Let's see. Contestant number 2.
Cinderella, because she's a princess.
Because she is a princess. Do you really feel like contestant number 2 is a princess?
Of course.
Of course. And contestant number 2, your rebuttal? Did she already say?
Of course. Of course.
Of course. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. And contestant number 3.
My contestant's movie would probably be an action movie like Mission Impossible 3 because she lives a dangerous and crazy life.
Wow. There we go. That's a great description. Contestant number 3, do you follow that? Are you crazy and dangerous?
She knows me well.
She knows me well. Wow. Some good answers there. What do you feel about it?
I don't like how contestant number 1's friend didn't really know what she was thinking, so I think I'm going to have to go with contestant number 3 again.
Oh my gosh, this could, just so you know, don't just stick with contestant number 3. I mean, there are some good things, but you know what? Right now he's going with contestant number 3 yet again. Yeah, I know, honestly. Now we're going to go into the next question. Okay, what celebrity is the contestant most similar to, and why? Contestant number 1.
I'd say she's most similar to Miley Cyrus because she's beautiful and talented and awesome.
Okay, okay. And your rebuttal?
It's all right.
Okay. Contestant number 2?
I would say she's like Jessica Alba because she's hot.
So this is more of the looks rather than the personality, Contestant number 1 said, about her personality and looks. What, Contestant number 2, what is your rebuttal to that?
I can't lie.
I can't lie, Okay. Hey, that means she must be truthful. Okay, contestant number 3.
She would probably be Beyonce, not just because she's hot and fierce, but because she loves to have fun.
Loves to have fun. Okay, there we go. Now, we're back to you. What are you thinking about these?
Well, I've always been a Jessica Alba fan, so I like contestant number 2's answer.
There we go, right there. The easiest answer was Jessica Alba with contestant number 2. Okay. Now, this next one needs a little more descriptive because it's got a little story to it. If our bachelor here was a fairy princess, how would the contestant go about saving him? Contestant number 1.
She would not save him.
Contestant's friend, number 1. Why is that?
Because, what? Oh, because he can do it himself. He's the man.
He's a man, you know? Hey, you know what? That's how people think. It's okay. Now, contestant number 1, what is your rebuttal to that?
He should be the man.
He should be the man. Oh, that's 4 words. You're lucky we didn't catch that. They're slick here. Okay, contestant number 2. What is your answer?
I would say that she would probably get the entire police force and everyone else and save him because everyone needs a little bit of love.
A little bit of love. And that's why we're here on Friends for Love, you know, to find that little bit of love. Now, contestant number 2, what is your feeling on that?
I agree. Everyone needs love.
Whoa, whoa. Hey, chill out. This is the words of 3. Words of 3 in the LOVE. Yeah. Okay, now contestant number 3, speaking of 3, what are you thinking about this? How would your friend go about saving it, the contestant?
My contestant would go to any extent to save him herself because she cares about him a lot, and she would make the impossible possible for him.
Wow, that was pretty descriptive. Contestant number 3, you know? What's your feeling on that?
I think it's true.
I think it's okay. You know what? Ladies and gentlemen, we need to be serious to the rule of 3. We need to be serious. I will cut you out now on the breaking the 3 rule. But you know what? Those were good descriptions. You know, they were all interesting. What was your favorite and what was your least favorite and why?
Well, I didn't like how number 1 started because they said they weren't going to save me, but I think they recovered from that pretty well, so my favorite would have to be number 1.
Can you believe that, ladies and gentlemen, you know? Would you say that then you're like a manly kind of person then?
I mean, I guess I would have to say that, yeah.
Okay, you know, he gets the job done, I guess, you know? Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next question because contestant number 1 won that. Actually, wait, first let me ask, who was your least favorite then?
The least favorite response?
Yep.
Probably number 2.
Number 2, and why is that?
I don't know, it'd be tough to beat the first answer, so kind of think.
Once you hit him home with a good answer, you know, there's nothing else that can follow it. Okay, now let's go on to the next question. Okay. If this contestant was to meet her exact opposite, what would that person be like? So describe the exact opposite of the contestant. Contestant number 1?
Her exact opposite would be someone who's lonely and depressed and doesn't like to have fun.
Okay. I like that. I understand that. Okay. Contestant, what is your response to that?
Very, very true.
Very, very true. There we go. Back to the rule of 3. I love that. Okay. I love that 3. Contestant number 2.
I think that person would be shy, uncharismatic, and dependent on others.
There we go. Okay. Contestant number 2. Your rebuttal to that?
That's perfect.
It's perfect. There we go. Okay. Now, finally, contestant number 3.
She would probably be pretty boring, antisocial, and doesn't like to leave her house, just sits around and does nothing.
Oh, pretty much the opposite of a partier. Okay. Now, contestant number 3. What is your rebuttal to that?
Agreed.
Okay, there we go. There we go. I like that, okay? Now, what are you feeling there? You hear a little bit about the people. Now, what are you starting to think?
Well, I liked contestant number 2's answer because they said the opposite would be dependent on others, and you gotta like an independent girl.
There we go. You know, that's where it's at right here. We're kind of like jumping around now, but here's the moment where you can kind of sell it here, okay? We're gonna do a little speed round for a little bit, okay? Now, what I'd like you to do is ask a certain amount of questions to, you know, the contestants, and this time the contestants can answer, but still only in their 3 words. Contestants, did you hear that? You can only answer in your 3 words. Okay? You got any ideas for a question?
I think so.
Okay, what's your first question?
If you were an ice cream, what flavor would you be?
If you were an ice cream, what flavor would you be? Contestant number 1.
Mint chocolate chip.
Mint chocolate chip. There we go. Hey, and in 3 words too. Okay. Contestant number 2.
Moose tracks.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Moose tracks.
Moose tracks. That's personally my favorite. Contestant number 3.
Rocky Road.
Rocky Road. Now, I'm going to go back to actually the contestants' friends and ask why they picked that. Contestant number 1 chose mint chocolate chip. Why do you feel like she chose mint chocolate chip?
Because it's a really good ice cream flavor.
It's a really good ice cream flavor.
It has chocolate in it. It's sweet, just like her.
There we go. There we go. And contestant number 2's friend, why do you think she chose Moose Tracks?
I think she chose it because Moose Tracks has a lot of different flavors, and it describes her personality really well.
There we go.
Fun flavors.
Good answer. Okay. And contestant number 3's friend.
I think she chose that because she's kind of unpredictable and fun, and she likes everything.
There we go. How are you feeling about these questions? I mean, these answers.
I think I'm going to have to go with number 2 again because, like you said, I do enjoy Moose Tracks, and it's a little bit of everything.
There we go. A little bit of everything, a little bit of love. That's why we're on this show, right? Okay, so what's your second question?
If you could be a professional in any sport, what sport would it be?
Okay, be a professional in any sport. Okay, contestant number 1, 3 words.
Heptathlon.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Heptathlon. For track.
Okay, that's cool, a runner. Okay, and contestant number 2?
Horseback riding.
Horseback riding, another 3-word answer. Okay, and contestant number 3?
Volleyball.
Volleyball. Okay, now see, this is a little interesting. We get to know a little bit more about the people. You know, it kind of obviously says what they like, what they do. You know, what do you feel about that?
To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of any of those, but
There we go.
I guess I would have to go with volleyball.
Have to go with volleyball. So you're probably kind of like putting that question on the back burner since of those answers?
Yep.
I understand. Okay, now your next question?
When you picture your ideal man, what kind of hair does he have?
What kind of hair does your ideal man have? That's perfect. Contestant number 1.
Some sweet flow.
What was that?
Some sweet flow.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting answer. Contestant number 2.
A nice buzz cut.
Nice buzz cut. Cool. Contestant number 3.
I like a fresh cut.
Fresh cut. That's good. Okay. Your feelings on those?
I'm not gonna have to say I didn't like contestant 1's answer. I don't like the long hair, so I'm gonna go with number 2 again. I like the buzz cut.
Like the buzz cut. So, you know, it's kind of going back and forth on your people, but right now, you know, contestant 2 is really hitting it home.
She is, yes.
Okay, but we won't know who the winner is till later. Now you got 2 more questions. Are you ready for the next one?
Yes.
Okay, go.
If I were to come home after a long day of work, what 3 words would you say to me?
What 3 words would you say after a long, hard day of work? Wonderful question, by the way. Contestant number 1, what 3 words?
How are you feeling?
How are you doing? Okay, that's a good one, you know. Contestant number 2.
Let's get freaky.
let's get freaky, ladies and gentlemen. This is a PG for pretty good, and I believe that jumped off. So we're just gonna go to the next person. Contestant number 3.
Welcome home, baby.
Welcome home, baby. Okay. You can still acknowledge question number 2. Just don't say what you said. Okay. But how'd you feel about it?
I like contestant number 1's answer. I like someone who cares about how you're feeling.
There we go. It's not always about what contestant number 2 was thinking. It's about how the person's doing. And, okay. Now it's your last and final question. Contestants, you better be ready for this. This is your last chance to show who you are as a person to this wonderful bachelor. Okay? Okay. So sorry about that. So ready for the question?
I am.
Okay.
If I were wearing a collared shirt, would my sleeves be rolled up or down, and why? Or not why, actually, just up or down.
Would the sleeves be rolled up or down? Is there any specific reason, or would you tell me that after? Or
I can tell you afterward.
you can tell me afterwards. I like this. Okay, contestant number 1, rolled up or down?
Definitely rolled up.
Rolled up. Contestant number 2,
Rolled down.
rolled down. Contestant number 3,
Rolled up.
rolled up. Now, what was your reasoning for this question? I'm baffled.
Well, I think the way you dress has a lot to say about yourself, and I would prefer the sleeves rolled up. It lets me do more things.
There we go. There was some hidden truths about that. So you're saying contestant number 1 and contestant number 3 overshadowed contestant number 2 on that one.
Correct.
Wow, okay. Now here's the true moment, the moment of decision. Now we had contestant number 1 who, started off a little rocky but then started making her way towards, the end. Contestant number 2 who had a good streak, and contestant number 3 who had the beginning streak. They're pretty much all over the place on getting things right. Okay? Now, at this moment, let's say a good thing and a bad thing about each of the contestants.
Well, I like that contestant 2 had the best answers on a majority of them, and I like how 1 and 3 had the last answer right because it was more of a hidden question and they both got it right.
There we go, It's not all about how the person looks in this game. It's about what they think. That's why we have the blind date setup. Now, as I said earlier, the winner of this gets a wonderful date with the bachelor at a local burger shack. And we will get back to them eventually and find out how they did, if they liked it, if they didn't. Now, you starting to think about who it is?
I think so.
Okay, we're just going to stop you for 1 second. Contestants, you have 3 words to sell, basically. It's your last question. You can say whatever's on your mind to try and get the bachelor. Okay? 3 words. Contestant number 1.
Crazy, fun, and energetic.
Crazy, fun, energetic. She's going to tell a little bit about herself, maybe help, promote herself. I like that. Contestant number 2.
Fun, independent, and charismatic.
Fun, independent, charismatic. She's also going about the route of saying herself, say how she is. Okay? Contestant number 3.
Let's have fun.
Let's have fun. She doesn't need to tell you how she is. She just wants to have fun. That's a perfect way to go about it, Now, it's your time to decide. Who do you want to be your date?
I'm going to have to go with number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, can contestant number 2 come over here? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you just saw the matchmaking at work. Here is your grand prize. It's wonderful. It's amazing. And you know what? Do you have anything to say?
I think it turned out really well. It should be a good time.
Should be a good time. And you have any thoughts?
It's going to be great.
It's going to be great. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tune in next time for Friends with Love, where we will explain how their date went. Stay happy, my friends, and stay loving.
Hello and welcome. I'm Emily Cody, and as you just watched, our lucky bachelor Sean Barrows here picked the lovely Caitlin to go on a date. we're here with the follow-up as they went on a date last night. So Sean, how'd it go?
I think it went really well. I went and picked her up, and we drove to a local restaurant, and we had a nice talk. It was fun.
It was fun. What did you guys talk about? What did you like about her? What didn't you like about her?
Well, she was very talkative, wasn't shy, so I enjoyed that.
good.
And she's actually leaving for South Carolina tomorrow. So we talked a lot about her trip and her love of horseback riding and stuff like that.
So that's good. So you got to get to know her, but unfortunately she's going away, did you say?
Yes, she is.
Oh, that's a killer of the heart. So do you think maybe when she gets back, maybe you'll pick up again, or do you think it was just like a one-time thing?
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, I wouldn't mind going to see her again, so.
Good, I'm glad. So you talked about, what did you talk about her, about the trip? Like, what did you learn about her? Did she learn anything about you?
I don't know, you'll have to ask her that, but
Yeah,
I learned
true.
that her horse's name is Ducky, and very young, and taking her down to South Carolina to hopefully mature her and, I don't know, get
Become
better.
a better woman? Yeah, all right. So that was Sean Barrows on his take of the date, and we'll see what Caitlin said. Hello, and welcome back. I'm Emily Cody here, and we just had Sean here, but now we have Caitlin. So Caitlin, you also went on the date. So tell me how it went, how you thought it went.
It was really fun. I had a really good time. I thought it was going to be awkward, but it wasn't awkward at all. He was really talkative and like really interested in like what I wanted to say.
That's good. That's good. So Sean was a good man.
Yeah.
Did you learn anything about him? Like anything you didn't know? Because are you guys friends? Like kind of.
Yeah, we were friends before, so I did know some things about him, but I don't know. We just talked about school and work, and it was just funny to hear stories about him from work and stuff.
So a funny man. Funny's always funny, right? You gotta love the funny kids. So tell me like what happened when you got on the date. Like, did he order your food? Was he that type of gentleman, or?
No.
No. Oh, poor Sean.
No, I ordered my own food, and but he picked it up for us like at the counter, and I don't know. We just kind of sat and talked.
Sat and talked. What did you guys talk about?
Work and school and my trip going away to South Carolina.
Yes, you mentioned that you
Yep.
talked about that.
Yep.
So you're leaving, right? How long are you going for?
I'm be gone for a month.
A month. Oh, that might hurt the relationship. Do you plan on when you come back? Like, do you plan on maybe going on another date, or do you think it was just a one-time thing?
I could go on another date. That would be fun.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
So love maybe have happened.
Yeah.
Right here on our own
Yep.
show. Wow, that I think is good. Do you have any final things you want to say about Sean or about the date or anything really?
Nope. He's a good man.
Good man. All right, so that was Caitlin's take on the date. From what I've gathered here and what you've probably gathered at home is that they're probably going to go on a second date. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.